You know, that's kind of the fun of these brackets, right? Like, sometimes you get really good sets, or sometimes you just get really good experience against people who you know are just very good. So in that case, we're going to have Armored Ridley versus Mabel's Dr. Mario. This is a Dr. Mario that did have an insane losers run last week. Only placed, I believe, 5th or 7th. I can't remember which, but basically he had a path of 2-0s in his way from like losers round 2 all the way to top 8. So this is a formidable Dr. Mario. And as you can see, probably very read heavy because that's sort of in the nature of a character like this with quick frame data but not a lot of range.
Yeah, it's kind of and it's almost the way you have to play Doc in a lot of ways. Like, because they're so slow, and this may apply to a lot of just low tiers in general, like, they aren't as good, just raw, as some other characters. So, you have to make up for it by being better. And while you may not be better all the time, Doc doesn't make you have to be better all the time. His attacks are real strong.
He has some stuff that definitely works in ways that like that right there. Like
those are wild.
Whatever. I don't know if it's. Oh wow, that was a really good call coming out from Dak, man. It looked like Mabel was feeling really good about that as well as they should have, but Dak is coming in with a down smash on the ledge. I recognize the wall jump, saying like, "Yo, Dr. Mario's recovery is really bad, so I'm not going to be scared here." And here we go, man. Even game. I don't really know what what Dax Ridley's capable of, but definitely seems more than competent at the moment. Gonna want to be careful of that, though. Yeah, Doc on ledge is not something you want to toy with too much. Ooh,
it's like a tricky spot, but since Ridley naturally is a little bit faster and can play this ledge game, like Ridley like Samus, can play the ledge better than a ton of characters. But you do eventually have to recover, and while challenging it from above isn't great and holding ledge, if you're willing to go off, then Ridley can just as much be a sitting duck.
Yeah, and it looks like Dak has been kind of trying to finesse a little bit on the ledge. I'm not sure it's going to work on Mabel at all. Mabel seems like very, very prepared for that at the very least. So I honestly don't know Ridley enough to know like what to even do. I just know he's got some range and some unique options, but I also know Dr. Mario is very quick. Well, quick buttons.
Yeah, he's quick in his burst range. It's the range itself that's the Mario has quick buttons, and he compensates for that by being very fast. Dr. Mario isn't very fast, slightly stronger, but it doesn't matter if you can't hit anything.
Yeah, it's hard running those boots, man. Those are not boots made for a full-on sprint. But Mabel is going to win that game 1. I would imagine. I don't know what seed Mabel is, but probably seeded pretty well. At least based off of last week's performance. And it's funny is I wasn't super familiar with Mabel until last week, and then I looked into it a little more. I'm just like, okay, this dude's honestly really good. So I'm sure the TOs probably did not miss that.
I think their third seed, just by positioning, their third seed in their pool, and they're in pool 2, so that would make them 60.
I mean, that seems reasonable. There are some really good people in this bracket right now. I mean, number 1 seed is obviously going to be Rivers. That probably has literally won all of the tournaments. Not all of them, but 4 out of the past 6 or something. I don't know.
Rivers is pretty good.
He's pretty good. Speaking of which, if you also want to get good, I really need to get a slide for this, or maybe I should screen share it. But there's like 30% off of Metafy lessons until tomorrow. So even if you don't even want to get a session with Rivers, and if you just want to get a session in general and you're curious, now's a good time to do it. I think there's like a discount code, April Rush is what it is. But I don't know, man. That seems like a pretty cool website, honestly. I don't know. I think about the investment in Smash lessons, and I think about the scale in which Smash will grow to a point to where those lessons sort of have a return on investment, so to speak. And then I realize that no one's thinking about it like that, and it probably doesn't matter. So the website will probably do just fine. It seems like it's doing really well.
I mean, there's that, and like MetaView, like really been popping off lately. MetaView has their huge event tomorrow.
They're like an app though. Like they just do replays. Is that it?
They're an app. They do replays, but they also do coaching as well. not because they have like certain players are through MetaFi and certain players are through MetaView. Which
are they related?
I don't know. I don't know.
All right. Well,
but they're more focused on like replays and events, while MetaFi is more on coaching, which is why MetaFi has a little bit more of a smaller game base. But they do rivals, and that's what makes me like happy inside.
that is cool. Yeah, I'm sure their game selection will probably increase over time too once their website grows a little bit. But here we go, game 2. No coaches here as far as I'm aware, unless Mabel's out here coaching Dr. Mario's. But
I mean, they've been kind of focused on getting a lot of different character reps from kind of staples like you have the Rivers, is the Mr. E's, but even players like Armadillo are MetaFi coaches for Lucario shenanigans like this.
That's pretty cool.
So hey, why not Mabel, who's been kind of saucing people with a character that no one reps anymore?
Yeah, I mean, you don't really see, you definitely don't see a whole lot of Doc. There's a lot of reasons for that, and once again, another down smash on the left ledge is going to get Dak a little bit of a lead, although albeit not for long. So we are tied right back up. Second stocks here. And yeah, dude, this doc looks like just one of those docs. I mean, this is kind of Mario in general, whether it be Mario or Dr. Mario. There's just like a very much a momentum sort of character where if you start stringing someone along and you start hitting all of your whatever, things, the whole tempo of the match just changes completely. And you find yourself in a really good lead if you're able to extend on that. And I don't know for sure, but I feel like Dak might be at something kill percent here with Dr. Mario, whether it be down throw into Tornado, which is like a disgusting confirm. I think Dr. Mario has that, right? Or is that just Luigi?
No, down throw Tornado is it is a thing, as is like down tilt into stuff. But there's still the Ridley classic of dashback, well, the ultimate classic even of dashback F smash. Like, you can cover a lot more space with Ridley, not only in terms of range, but center stage is a lot more devastating. But you're also equally big, so pills will just prove that much more of a hassle. But I kind of like how Dak's been playing overall. He's been trying to poke a little bit more. He knows when he has to take his licks, but he feels very comfortable in just like using one of his jumps to head deeper off stage. It's like Doc can't chase you.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, and I actually think Dak has actually adjusted quite well to this. It almost seemed not exactly sure what to do in the first game almost to start, but pretty good adaptions here and there, pretty quick at the very least. So in a position to bring this to game 3. They're going to have to find, I don't know what Ridley has to find. I'm just going to guess a back air like most people, or maybe a gimp off the stage. Forward air looks like it. I don't know if that'll kill yet, but it looks pretty good. Oh my God.
You don't need much to kill Doc, but you are dead, yeah.
That is, and there's a down throw Tornado, so we did get to see that after all.
Good call, good call. I didn't think it was true in terms of, like, when countering DI. Like, I thought if you DI out, like, it's not real, but hey, even if it's real or not,
the thing is,
the game.
It probably depends a little bit on the characters, because I know Ridley's a pretty big body, all things considered. And he's not even that heavy for like a freaking, I don't know, what do we call that? It's like an alien like lizard thing.
He's a dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah, he's a dragon.
All right, he's a dragon. Well, I don't know how much the average dragon weighs, but I have a feeling he's a little bit lighter than the average dragon.
Ridley's all skin and bones.
Yeah, he's like a bird, kind of.
There are a lot of birds in the Metroid multiverse.
Well, all right. So here are dragons like